What's up, everyone? Welcome into DodgerHeads, presented by DodgerBlue.com, part of the Blue Wire Podcast Network. And happy Halloween. We've got a special edition for you today. This is a clip from our Sunday live show in which we discussed our favorite Halloween candy. So we figured for Halloween, we'd throw this up as a standalone video. So apologies to those thinking you're getting hard-hitting Dodgers content today. Not today. Most days of the week, most days of the year, but not today. A little fun draft of our favorite Halloween candy. So enjoy this. And if you do enjoy it, be sure to check out our live shows every Sunday night at 7:10 p.m. right here on the Dodger Blue YouTube page. So enjoy this Halloween candy discussion. And of course, I won. Best candy selections made by me. So enjoy.
All right, let's do this. We're going to shift gears here a little bit and have a little bit of fun. We'll get to some questions after that, but Halloween is right around the corner. And if you watch our show, you know that we try to end all of our shows with a little bit of fun conversation that typically revolves around food, because we have some people that have some questionable food takes, if you will. One or maybe two of them might be on the show tonight. So we're going to do a little Halloween candy draft. Let's do 4 rounds. That gets us all the way through. We're doing a snake draft. I let Matt choose where he wanted to pick first because he's in charge. He picked second. Blake wanted third, so I get to go first. I just want the record to show that, because last time I got criticized for having the first pick and taking in and out. But I'm going to go. I don't know how mainstream this piece of candy is yet. It's a relatively new one, but it is ascended to number 1 on my list. So number 1 Halloween candy for me. And we basically, by the way, Halloween candy is just any candy. We're just doing it around Halloween. I'm going with Nerds Clusters. I don't know if you guys have had these things. They are freaking incredible. So number 1 pick for me, we're going Nerds Clusters. Moreno, up to you.
Yeah, that's a good pick. My first one, I'll go with Snickers.
Snickers. It's a great choice. It's a great choice. Unfortunately, a peanut allergy in my household, but when I can get a Snickers, it's a great one. Blake, 2 picks for you, and then back to Matt.
I can't believe Matt had the better pick than you to start out. Like, Nerds going top pick seems
Nerds
like
Cluster, Blake. Have you had a Nerds Cluster?
I haven't, but I'm
It's
just going to
amazing.
say you could have
It's
got
like
that
a little
later in the
jelly
draft.
gummy thing in the middle, and then Nerds on the outside. It's incredible.
Okay, maybe I have had that, but I'm going to go with Twix. We're starting out here for my first pick. And then
I eat the top of a Twix. Forget the wafer. Just give me the chocolate and the caramel. I'm out on Twix is mid, but that's okay. This is part of the fun here. Blake's going Twix. Go ahead. You get another one.
See, that's what I planned on going no matter what first, just because I thought that wouldn't be there as late in the draft. But my actual number 1 pick I'm getting here, I'm going with Reese's because that's the best candy.
Yeah, it's a steal of the draft that the Reese's lasted until the second round. So Twix and Reese's for Blake. Matt, back to you.
The next one I'll go with is the Sour Patch Watermelon.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fair. That's like one of my favorites. That was like the one that I've never seen in Halloween sized bags.
Yeah, it's rare.
But we said it there. I'm just going regular Sour Patch Kids for my second pick. I love Sour Patch Kids. And then for my number 3, I am going to go Milky Ways. Get a little chocolate in there. So I'm going Milky Way for my third pick. So back to you, Matt.
Oh, man. Okay. I'll go Crunch Bar here.
Wow. Okay. Blake, your thoughts on the Crunch Bar? First of all, was that on your list?
It wasn't on my list. I don't think it's bad. It's just like I'm not putting it in my top 5. So,
that's fair.
Like, sure. Like,
okay, so you get 2 more picks, Blake. These are your last 2 picks here, and then we're gonna do our worst candy. That's gonna be our fifth selection.
So my next one, I think I'm gonna take Kit Kat. It's a very popular one, Jeff.
I know people in the chat are loving it. It's like a Kit Kat. If I had Kit Kat in a bag full of candy, it would never get touched. But it's just me. That's just me.
And then the last one here is tougher. I feel like a lot of the good ones have taken. I probably would have went Snickers here if it was still on the board. Can I trade down at this point? Is that a possibility?
No. For what? For what?
I don't know, but maybe I get another pick next year or something.
Yeah, the 2025 draft.
Yeah. I'll say Rolo for the last pick. I like chocolate caramel.
That's a great choice. Great
choice. Or Butterfinger maybe would have been on there. Could have considered that, but I think I'm going with the Rolo.
Matt, are you a caramel or caramel guy?
Caramel, I think.
Okay. All right. Just asking. Yeah. I'm with you. I agree with you, but that's fine. Okay, Rolo's a great pick though, Blake. I'm gonna give you that. When I say I just ate the top off of its Twix, it's because I like Rolos. It's basically a Rolo. Matt, it's one pick left for you.
All right, so my last one I'm going to use on peanut M&Ms.
Oof. Okay.
Like that
I
pick.
will go peanut butter M&Ms. That's my
I don't know if
favorite
I've had
type.
those.
Oh, it's great. It's great. I would have gone Reese's Pieces, either one. It's basically the same thing. A little more peanut butter in the peanut butter M&Ms. Now we're gonna do worst Halloween candy ever, and this is the easiest pick in the history of the world, and it's just for my guy Blake. It's candy corn. It's disgusting. It's wax. He's got it back with him. It's disgusting. So it's open. You've been munching on the candy corn, haven't you? Yeah.
I have had some.
It's awful. It's awful.
We're
Yes. Peanut butter M&Ms, by the way, for folks in the chat. Incredible. So there you go. Candy corn, bottom of the list for me, like won't get touched if it's in my bag. Matt, is there any candy that if it ended up in your bag, you'd literally trade away or throw away rather than eat?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's a lot. I think candy corn, I'm probably with you. Like, I'll have like one, and then I'm fine for probably like 3, 4, 5 years. I won't touch a Butterfinger. I won't do a Milky Way. The problem, like, I'm not a huge like candy person in general, so like, there are a lot of different like candies that I just won't necessarily eat. Let me see. In terms of the worst one, though, probably a Butterfinger. I don't think those are very good.
Wow, Blake's offended. I love it.
A little, yeah. Kind of.
I love that every time we do what's the worst fill in the blank, it's like everyone's picking things off of Blake's top 5. It's amazing how that ends up happening. Blake, your worst candy?
My top 4 picks were very well liked in the chat. I'm just throwing that out there. The worst one, though, I'll probably say Almond Joy, just because I don't really like coconut. I'm sure that's a popular one, and people are probably going to disagree with that one. I'm just not a coconut person, so.
I just thought of, I hate Whoppers. That was like my hot take. People love Whoppers. It's like something about it I just had like a negative visceral reaction to. So I love that somebody in the chat just put raisins, like as if that, like if you got raisins in your Halloween bag, I mean, fair.
I do think, sorry, based off what we saw, though, you've taken the most heat tonight for picking the nerd clusters first.
Look,
that was the most controversial pick.
That's fair. And I don't blame you, because I'm guessing if you're saying that, you haven't actually tried it. I'm telling you, go out, find some Nerds clusters. They probably sell it at every grocery store. They're freaking amazing. I'm not talking about the Nerds rope. I want to be clear. Not the Nerds rope, because they first went into the licorice with Nerds on the outside. They now have these little clusters, and they are incredible. So just saying. Somebody also, BMR, caramel apple lollipops, underrated. That's a great one. That probably would have ended up in my top 4 had I thought of it. Love the caramel apple lollipops. Tootsie Pops, that's another like way overrated one. Like if that ended up in it's like, meh, if I'm desperate, there's nothing else there. So
Tootsie Rolls are pretty controversial too.
Oh, so I can't stand Tootsie Rolls either. Yeah, Tootsie Rolls, that's actually a great one. Those would end up in my bag. No chance I'm eating it. So
I'm surprised Skittles and the other
Starburst,
yeah, that they didn't come up on any of our lists.
The purple, well, isn't Skittles? My wife was telling me that Skittles are now like banned in a bunch of places, including California.
I think the red coloring they have to change.
Got it. Well, the purple bag of Skittles is an elite candy in my estimation. Like road trip candy, purple bag of Skittles is up there for me. So
yeah, I was giving Blake a hard time when we drove out to Arizona because we stopped. It was the your idea of when we stop at a gas station, what are you running in and grabbing? And Blake, I don't remember what you got, so you're gonna have to remind me and everybody else. But it wasn't.
Mix.
That's right. Yeah, it was trail mix.
It was
so as soon as rubber meets the road with this guy Blake, it's like whatever he says, and then he goes into the convenience store and doesn't walk out.
He had 3 bags for $5, and I figured I could also have it as a snack in the hotel room. So like it just seemed like the logical one to get there, like price wise, and just looking different and good. So
okay.
Touché. I think he did grab a Gatorade though, right?
I did, but I would have picked. I picked tea before. Gatorade was Daniel's pick.
Oh, that's right.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you for indulging us in that. Again, we appreciate. This is the last 5 minutes of an hour-long podcast, so apologies to those that don't enjoy it. We will.